Hey scrappy friends, welcome back to my channel. Helen here, thanks for watching today. I have a layout here that I did back at the beginning of January before I started feeling ill. It is using a September page map sketch along with September Hip Kit Club Kit from 2025. They are photos of me on my 50th birthday when Mr. Ding and I came down for breakfast with my sister and brother-in-law. That my sister and brother-in-law had already been down to the restaurant and set a table up for me with balloons and paper plates and all sorts, and it was so much fun. So I'm using the Hip Kit Club September kit. I've already told you that. This is the Hey Little Magpie stitching template. What I love about this, it's got the etched line between each of the holes, so you know which ring you're on, so you don't get lost. And I have cut, I think it was a 7-inch circle with my old We Are Memory Keepers circle tool, and now I'm just going around stitching holes, and I'm just going to do a running stitch. On the sketch, it's one of those funny background shapes with like the parentheses on it, so that's what I've replaced that with a circle. What I was running my finger around in circles there is I was thinking of doing stitching on the background there as well. So yeah, I was just saying that I had done this voice to camera, but my voice is coming in and out so much because I wasn't well. As I said, it was just that it was the beginning of January, just as I started feeling ill, that I recorded this. I prepped a lot off camera because I wasn't going to record because I was feeling rubbish, and then I decided no, I'll record, and then just never had the energy to edit it, which is why we're now in at the end of March and I'm finally editing it. So just pulling two, though this is 3 strands of floss off from the embroidery floss. I've doubled it over so that I can just loop through the other side when I come through, to catch it, so I'm not having to do knots and tape and all sorts. So yeah, just looping through, and I just do a really simple running stitch around this. I've pulled the floss off probably twice as long as I normally would do, because I knew I was going to double it over once I had split it into 2 lots of 3. It did make it harder to split when I come to do it, when I come to split it, but I got there in the end. Okay, jump ahead. We are now on to a complete circle, just showing you tying off at the back, and again showing on the background that I'm going to punch some more circles, which I've done here. So I've got 2 more circles as the grounding for the embellishment clusters that go around the main piece of pattern paper on there, and then jump ahead. So stitching's all done. Decided I want to put some little mixed media on for my 3 grounding spots. I hadn't put any stitching down the bottom here, so I decided I was tying the 3 spots for my embellishment clusters together by using this crosses template, but I think this is an old Hip Kit Club one from years ago. You notice that I've just put a little bit of re-inker on the mat. I think it's Summer Sky from 49er Market Ranger inks. I just put a little bit of re-inker on the mat and then picking that up with my brush. So that works really well instead of, rubbing hard over the ink pads the way you need to do to pick the ink up off the ink pad. So I just used a bit of re-inker instead, just cleaning up what is left. I just bring my sketch back in there so we can see what I'm doing. I have distressed the edges of the pieces that I have cut for the pattern pieces for this part of the background. So distressed around 3 of the edges. I think where it meets in the middle I'm not distressed because the stitch circle is going to go over that, and there's going to be enough dimension over that for me not to mess about trying to do a bit of getting things over. So, and that's actually a branding strip off one of them, off one of the pieces I've used. I stuck it down forgetting that the circle's going to underneath that, so just sticking the circle down, then that branding strip over. Photos, I am I think I put some of them up on foam, but I do actually remember to mat them this time before I put the background on. I'm really good at forgetting to do that and ending up without the back, without matting them because I forgot to put the foam on first. So I have gone all four corners with this, so I am lifting this whole piece up, just making sure it is straight on the paper. Using some of the pocket page kit 6x8 kit here for backing the little photos. I'm just going through scraps. This is one of the pocket cards. I thought I was going to use that, and I didn't. I've used the blue is a smaller version of the background paper. So the main background paper that I've used there, patterns on it. What I've done is I've used the smaller patterns of the same paper from 6x8 kit to mat the little photos. And I've done them opposite. So the blue background's going at the bottom and the multicolour background's going at the top. And I am just putting the foam pads at the top of these photos, having the dimension. I think this one goes down flat. Oh no, I do the foam pads at the top. I just do the smaller ones. That was it. It said I did this layout nearly 3 months ago now, so um yeah, so I don't remember exactly what I did when I'm coming to the minute bits. So before I had started recording, as I said, I hadn't intended on recording this process. So I had already gutted the main pattern, the base pattern paper out, and trimmed the white cardstock down to mat that. And I'd already pulled some embellishments out to create some clusters. So I'm using the foam stickers there with the 50, and then I have stamped with the stamps from the pocket page kit. This is, so that my title is This Is 50. I'm just putting the stamp away there. So I've stamped that on white cardstock, a bit of the trimmed off bit for cutting down the white background, and I have then cut that out just with a pair of scissors. I am just moving this piece around. I was going to say I could have swore I hadn't done it all the way up on all four corners, and that's why, because I've took two of the pads off from the bottom for it to come down for the embellishments to go over. See, I knew I hadn't done it. So I've used those two pads that I've pulled off the bottom of the main photo to then back onto the clipboard piece there. So it's like a white piece with a piece of washi at the top, and then that notebook piece going sideways onto it. And then I've not been precious about, oh, this layout isn't about writing, so I shouldn't be using a typewriter or pens. I'm documenting my birthday, and I just thought that these embellishments went with the fact that I'm documenting my birthday. I'm just going to use what I love out of the collection. I'm not going to bother if it's an odd embellishment. I love that pot with the foliage in though. It was kind of like a conservatory on the roof of the hotel, the dining room. So it was lovely. I have cut the bottom piece off this journaling spot that I'm using down here. And I've cut the bottom piece off because the whole piece was too high, so I've cut it off and then moved it up a little bit so that it's it fits in the space. I've put so on this one that we've got the globe with the books. Don't worry about the books, the globe, because we're on holiday. We've got the leaves there, and then I've popped an alarm clock because it's breakfast. We are actually in Rome. Went to Rome for my 50th, so these photos are in our hotel in Rome. So I'm just going to pop some lines down for the journaling. And before we go, don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed. And if you're not sure what to say, just pop an emoji. Let's have a birthday one. For the sake of engagement on the video. Thanks so much for watching. Some close-ups coming up. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.